You can be on the microphone, nana, nana, nana. Put the same in the iPod, whichever you can.
Primary reason why I got back in the game, man, was, I started getting on social media was to really put some information out there to combat some of the misinformation that's out there. A lot of cats out there, a lot of the youngsters out there, they looking for knowledge, and it's real hard to find it from people that are going to give it to you unfiltered and not be worried about being politically correct. So I felt like it was incumbent upon me as being one of the OGs in the game that's been there, that's done it. Everything they doing or trying to do, I've done it. Yeah. And a lot of times people say that experience is the best teacher. I disagree. I think that other people's experience is the best teacher. Like you don't have to go around that corner and get stabbed to know that people around the corner are getting stabbed.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody comes from around that corner and say, "Oh man, I just got stabbed," and then don't go around that corner. Why would you go around the damn corner? He just told you got stabbed. But for some people they like to say, well, that's hypocritical. You got stabbed. Why can't I get stabbed? Why you trying to stop me from getting stabbed? You went around the corner and got stabbed. Like it don't make sense to me. Like I believe in learning from other people's experience, and I believe that the quickest way to become successful is to get yourself a mentor in the field that you're trying to pursue.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that I think is so great about rap music to a degree. In regards to having OGs telling you, or just musicians telling you about their experience, you're able to, I guess, avoid, especially because hip hop is so prevalent in the youth's lives now today. Hearing different stories coming from artists, hearing different, and not to say that every artist should be a role model, but just hearing their story gives you an opportunity to be able to avoid or dissuade certain situations. So, in regards to that, it's very easy to respect a platform like yours, especially given your legacy, especially given your background and your resume.
Yeah, because you don't have to do it.
Right.
I think that's a lot of the issues in Houston alone with younger artists, creatives, whatever you want to call it. Because we're not rappers, but we consider ourselves creatives. But there seems to be sometimes a disconnect between the younger generation and the older OGs from the city of Houston, where a lot of youngsters feel like, I'm sure you saw the controversy with some thugs saying, put yourself on, I'm not going to put you on, that has nothing to do with me, nobody helped me, I'm going to put myself on, this is what we need to do, I can teach you how to be a boss, I can teach you how to be up under me.
Well, that came from Slim being really just frustrated at people looking for handouts. That's who he was mainly targeting, the people that were just like, man, put me on, like, do something for me. Like, Slim, like, man, I'm not going to give you I'm not just going to just give it to you, I give you an opportunity. Now you got to do the rest. That's the thing. Like some people, instead of asking for a job, how about telling me, what it is that you can actually provide, like showing me, like providing a certain skill set that to show me that I actually need you. And like a lot of people just want opportunity. I mean, they don't really want opportunity. They want you to just give them something.
Yeah, it's like not looking for a mutual relationship. Like that's the greatest thing that we've come across in understanding this podcast game is that sitting down and talking with us, especially when we're a fan of you, it's a mutual relationship. Yeah, don't get me wrong, we cannot compare to the likes of Willie D. You know what I'm saying? But just based on the simple fact that we follow you as a fan, we're Houston natives. In regards to the music game, in regards to the podcast game, in regards to the social media game and what you're doing for culture, we respect it. You know what I'm saying? So in regards to what we exchange with you, it's mutual, whereas a lot of people come up and they just want, hey man, just put us on. A lot of people just want to be famous.
What's it called now? Cloud chasing? Well, I just want to be in the room with you. I never listened to your music before. I don't really know you. I don't even like rap. But I see you on the internet. I see you in certain circles, so I'm gonna try to get buddy with you and then take a photo out. And next thing I know, I'm buzzing on Instagram now because I had a photo with Willie D. So that is the misconception. There are people that are going about being famous through that route, and there are individuals like ourselves who are putting in the groundwork and shaking hands one individual at a time, you know, and building, you know, our road to success that way. And to me, honestly, I feel like that's the best way to do it. But in Houston, sometimes we can feel stagnated because there is this misconception that there is no what quote unquote machine here in the city. Like you have to leave Houston to make it. You know, you have to go to LA, you have to go to New York. But I'm a firm believer in, you know, OGs like yourself, like Slim,
they've been doing it,
you know, Devin the Dude, you know, like these are all people that we've met, you know, DJ with Mr. Rogers, these are people that we've come in contact with who, from our perspective, have the machine here, you know, for individuals to come through and be somebody and create and, you know, put out albums and prosper. You know, you don't have to leave the city to make it. Do you hear that from other youngsters saying that they have to leave the city?
Well, you can leave the city, but 9 times out of 10, if you go somewhere else, the first thing they're going to ask you is, what is Houston doing? You know, how does Houston feel about this music you're doing? Yeah. That's the first thing they're going to ask, and most people are going to say, if you can't get your own city, you know, you can't get Houston. You know, why you want Miami to mess with you? Right. You know, why you want LA to accept you or New York to accept you? You know, the best thing that you can do is get your hometown first, get your following in your hometown first. You know, once you get that going, you know, that gives you a lot of momentum. But hold on a second. Say, man, you can't do that, bro. You know, like
Jesus Christ. Because for a young media startup, it's not as easy as it seems. And I'm not saying we're looking for an easy route. But
here goes the thing, man. Anything you do in life, if you want to be successful, you have to be consistent. And that's if you're doing something positive or negative. You know, you want to be successful at it, you got to be consistent.
Right.
You know, that's how you get your rep. You got to be consistent. Yeah. So what happens is that a lot of guys, they are quarter horses. They come out the gate blazing. They enthusiastic. They ready. They get ready to put the music out. Get ready to produce or whatever. And man, when the world hear this, man, they gonna go crazy when they hear this. And then the world don't go crazy. And they just confidence just gets shot, and then they start looking for blame. You know, looking to blame. Man, well, the city ain't gonna do nothing. You know, oh, they ain't gonna play my music. You know, or such. You know, it's everybody's fault but their own. See, once you start blaming other people for your misfortunes, what it does is give you an excuse to fail. Since I was a teenager, I made my mind up that I would not wear an excuse shirt. No matter what happens in my life, I'm gonna always, at the end of the day, put it on me how I responded to it. Certain things in life you're not gonna be able to control. So, but what you can control is your reaction. So that's what I try to do. Like my reaction, I feel like at the end of the day, I want results. And at the end of the day, I want to win. So my actions have to be consistent with my objective. And that's the only way that I'm gonna get what I want. So if I see this little girl that I like and I want to holler at her, then at the end of the day, I want her to respond in a positive manner. If I walk up to her and say, "What's up, bitch?" I'm probably not going to get the response that I want. I'm probably not going to, any woman that's worth anything is probably not going to react positively to that type of tone. You know, but if I walk up to her and I say, "Excuse me, you know, how you doing? My name's Will. You know, what's your name?" You know, I'm probably going to get a lot further with that type of conversation. You see? So your actions have to be consistent with what your objective is. And complaining is not consistent with winning. You know what I'm saying? Complaining is consistent with failure. And it is consistent with excuses. And so it would be nice if the people that are in position to help people would help them. That would be nice. But if they don't, I'm not going to give anybody the type of power to think that I'm in the position I'm in, I'm not going to make it because of them. They got the power to stop me from actually making it. Yeah. I'll never give anybody that type of power. So I won't verbalize something like that. Even if I'm thinking it, I'm not going to say it out loud. And I'm sure not going to get on the internet and call myself a man and be talking about how another man won't help me and have these women reading these tweets and reading these comments on Instagram and YouTube, sounding like a sucker, because that's what you sound like to me. You know, like, I'm gonna get mine no matter what. You know, it's fine if you help me out, but if you don't, I'm gonna get it anyway. You know, before Rap a Lot, I had things that happened for me that I made shake. You know, and after Rap a Lot, you know, I ain't had no hit records in shit 2 decades. Shit. How you think I'm eating?
Coon was a hit record to me.
But I'm just saying, man, you know, I'm talking about mainstream stuff. You know, I'm underground. I do underground stuff. You know, I do features and stuff, and I've done well with that stuff. But you know, man, I get it off the muscle, man. I got probably 12 different streams of income, man. You know, I'm not relying on just this music thing. You gonna put all your eggs in one basket if you want. What happens if you drop that basket? And all them eggs gonna crash. You gonna crush all your eggs. And then now you can't eat.
Yeah. I would say that probably the biggest issue with our generation and individuals younger than us, we were really sold a dream. We were sold that if you walk this path, do this certain way, all the world's riches will fall in your lap. Then when it don't happen, you kind of lost. You know, like, I was supposed to do this, and you know, I'll become a famous rapper. I get a bunch of followers, and it's on. But then when it don't happen, it's like, well, damn, you know, what's going on?
But they're not getting a bunch of followers. A lot of them they're not putting in the work. A lot of them are not even putting in the work to get a bunch of followers. Mm-hmm. You know, they'll post a video, and then they don't post nothing. They don't post another video for 2 years, or they don't post anything, any other kind of content for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. This social media, you gotta feed the beast. If you don't feed the beast, somebody else will. The audience has a very short attention span, and if you don't engage with them, they are going to go to somebody else. Not next week, not next month, but immediately, like within seconds, they're gonna hit that button and go to somebody else. And you know, and if you popping already, they'll give you time to take a little break or whatever. But you take an extended break, those 10,000 followers you worked up, or 20,000 followers, or 30, whatever you got, whatever that is, that 5,000 you done worked up, man, they gonna stop believing in you. Because they're going to think you're not serious, and they're going to move on. People like to be a part of a movement, you know, and when you start a movement and you don't follow through with the movement, it discourages them. And then now they no longer believe in the movement, and you wonder where the people went. Because you sold them the dream, it was gonna work out, and we got this movement going on, come on, be a part of it, and they jumping on like, yeah, this movement is fresh, it's new, yeah. And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, you had things going on in your personal life, maybe you got caught up in this or that or whatever, for whatever reason, you just stalled out. And the people ain't got time for somebody who is irresponsible. They don't have time for irresponsible artists. Irresponsible producers, irresponsible, any kind of irresponsible content managers or entertainers or whatever, even podcasters. You know, they don't have time for that. They're going to move on. And that's what people have to understand. I've been in this game longer than most of these dudes that's in it right now was born. You know what I'm saying? Have been living. And I grind them. This ain't even my thing. I don't even like the internet, to be honest. I used to like it at first because I was like, man, this information, man, it's at tippy fingers, man, this information. I'm loving this information because I'm a research fool, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I'm a fool with that research.
The library on steroids.
So I'm thinking like, man, this is cool. And then I also was like digging the internet because I felt like the internet is a cool medium for people who are not really social butterflies to actually get out and meet people, you know what I'm saying, and get engaged with people without having to put themselves out there, you know. And so, because a lot of people who are kind of like antisocial or whatever, you know, the internet opened it up to where they could post, and then where people might not normally care what they say, now they can actually post something and get a reaction. People hearing what they have to say. So I thought it was a good thing for people who might be antisocial or people who may be lonely, maybe didn't have friends and stuff like that. It would be a good thing for them to get out, be able to get out and meet people, cyber-wise, right? But then, with that, it ushered in the whole thing with anonymity and trolls and all that stuff, and all the weirdos came in, so it kind of got out of control. So I really don't like the internet. I really feel like if we got rid of the internet, I think actually some things would be a lot better. Of course, we would
value person-to-person interaction.
Yeah, we've lost that. We lost that as a people. We lost the whole the personal interaction.
Well,
a lot of dudes don't even know how to have a conversation with a girl.
That's one.
All they do is text. They text, and and the thing about it is that if you just got a half a brain, everybody can be a master of conversations. Because now she texts this.
You wait. When it comes to text, if your text game ain't on 1,000,
you can ask your buddy, what should I say? What should I say? Ask another girl, what should I say? Or you can research it, what should I say? Okay, and now she thinking, ooh, he's so
He's so nice. He's so smart. He's so witty. He took 2 hours to respond.
Yeah, but that took away the personal touch, So it's been some good and bad, but I just believe it's for me, the trolls, the suckers on the internet, the hiding behind the computers and the phones, that's out of control. You got dudes that say shit on the internet that I know for a fact, and they know for a fact, they wouldn't dare say, in person. Yeah. They wouldn't dare say it in person because they know, especially to me. I know they wouldn't say it because they know I'll beat the brakes off their ass.
Yeah.
But since they on the internet, they hide behind the internet, hide behind the computers and stuff. And a lot of them won't even show their faces. They putting up pictures of Leonardo DiCaprio and
Dwayne Johnson,
or a dog or something, a car or something.
You have no idea who this person is.
All the eggs.
Yeah. But then you have a situation like the dude that went to Lamar, who got caught up in a little gang situation where he wasn't really no banger or whatever, but he was talking that gang bang type thing, and then on the internet or whatever, and then them boys came to see him, and they put him down.
Which also translates to like a Tekashi 6ix9ine. Who was all over the internet making noise, talking shit, and ultimately his affiliations have him indicted and have him in police custody.
In federal police custody.
Well, it wasn't just his affiliations; it was his activity. That's not just affiliation, because you can be affiliated with somebody, and as long as you're not actively participating or knowingly participating in any criminal activity, you can be the case, or you can basically escape prosecution because, when the feds come, the feds already got the information they need.
Already know.
They already know everything they need to know. They already know it. The feds have probably been watching you months, not probably, but have already been watching you months or possibly years. Mm-hmm. So when they come, they already got the information. When they call you in that room, all they want to know is what they don't know. Because they already got, once they call you in the room, they already got what they need to prosecute you. They already got you. They got what they need. Now, you can tell them something extra that they possibly don't know, but they got enough to convict you. And if you think you don't, go ahead and crank it up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and crank it up and watch you get that text.
That could possibly be a case of youth and the combination of the internet basically leading you astray, because he was young and he had all this internet fame, and almost quite possibly that's what gave him celebrity fame, was because he was famous on the internet. I mean, most people miss him more because of his internet antics versus his actual music right now. So it's almost kind of like you feel like he had to live that life on the internet to even gain the riches that he got, to get to where he was at. If he never got on the internet, would he have gotten the deal? Would he have gotten all the success that he got?
Maybe he wouldn't have, but other people have. Right. Other people have become famous without chunking themselves, without doing crash dummy stuff, or without putting themselves in danger by saying inflammatory things, especially towards street guys. And or just running with a bunch of street guys and doing, you know, gangster type stuff. A lot of people have gotten on without those type of antics. But, you know, the dude was talented enough to get on without those type of antics. Now, whether he would have gotten on if he hadn't done it is, you know, that would, you know, that's anybody's call. I don't know. But there's no doubt that once he did get on with those antics, that he had to fuel the fire. He had to keep on going, and it became like a fix for him. Yeah. Like, I gotta say this, and they expecting it. I can't back down.
He had already dug the hole, and now he has to live in the hole. And I actually read something about Lil Peep that Complex said that was how he got his success, was through people posting him, through influencers, different people with clout were posting him, and that's how he got to his fame level right now. So it's almost like, do you feel like for you to be a young rapper in that type of music making, I guess, genre, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm referring to. I don't want to call it mumble rap, but you know, non-lyrical rap. Do you feel like for an artist who's not lyrical at all, who is trying to get out of the hood, you know, and they, you know, maybe known for antics in the hood, you know, is there a way for them to get access to the industry without the antics?
Let me rephrase that, because we're speaking to our audience as well. Okay. Now, we've already got the game and understood that, first off, consistency is key. Now, beyond consistency, talent is also key. Now, what else do you think that is possibly missing, or what else is the missing ingredients in regards to seeking out or achieving success? Because I don't want to just put it on rappers, because we got a lot of different types of people that
lack of drive. You know, there's a lot of talented artists out there. Don't get me wrong, and that's the thing that I hate about my generation, who when they attack the now generation, is a lot of them, they just be like, oh, it ain't none of the new stuff. You know, that's a lie. You know, there's a lot of young cats out there that's dope. They dope for real. And it ain't just Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, like a lot of people think, or Drake. You know, it's a lot of them out there. They dope for real. You know, but I think that one of the biggest things that I've seen, and I've seen a number of very, very dope artists just get discouraged because it's not happening fast enough for them. Because what they see is that they see how dope they are, and everybody telling them they're dope, and everybody loving their music, but it ain't popped off yet. And so they wondering why, because they seeing other guys that they know they better than. You know, they're like, man, you know, why didn't it happen yet for me? Why didn't it happen for me? So they get discouraged, and they go out there and, you know, maybe they get into the street life, you know, or maybe they just decide to fall back and listen to their significant other and go get a job at Walmart or something, and then that goes the dream. It's over just like that. So I think one of the biggest things that I see is the lack of determination. You know, I don't see for a lot of artists, I just don't see them doing it like their life depend on it. Like when I write a verse, I actually write verses with the thought that somebody got a gun to my head. Like, this shit better be dope, I'm gonna kill your ass.
Yeah.
Welcome, niggas and niggettes.
We'd like to welcome y'all to HPOV,
the Houston's Point of View Podcast.
You can keep vibing with your two hosts with the Moses,
John O'Ray, the Mac,
and the Mac.
Shout out Poppy Righteous.
Shout out Poppy Righteous.
Shout out Ashley P.
Shout out Serb Summer. Shout out
Sensei the Don Dada.
The Don Dada. And for all you niggas that's claiming y'all down with the set, more like a liability than an asset.
You're done.
Kick a rock.
You're finished.
You're done.
Turn in your bag.
Finito.
Don't let the doorknob hit you, when the good Lord split you. Yeah.